If you don't know what to do, don't go to university.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. If you know what you want to do and you need a university degree to do it, then obviously pursue that. If you don't know what you want to do, going to university is going to burn 3 or 4 years of your time and likely get you into a bunch of debt and a bunch of trouble that you don't need. If you don't know what you're doing, avoid university. University has a monopoly on the borrowing power of young people. The financial borrowing power that I have as a multimillionaire is huge. Young people have none. You're 18, 19, and you try to get a loan, you can't get one. University has a monopoly on this. So if you're in the United Kingdom, and this is very, very sad, and you are 18 years of age, and you go to a bank with a great plan, you say, I am going to start a business. My name's Tristan Tate, I'm 18 years old, the bank's already not interested. But let's say they even heard you out, and you had a nice, solid business plan. Said, I need £30,000. I'm going to start this business. It's going to become a successful company in my town. Eventually, I'm going to expand to London. I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 25. This is my business plan. Can I have £30,000? No. It will be no 100% of the time. If you're an 18-year-old kid and you say, hey, I want to be a pilot. I don't want to join the military and fight your bullshit wars that you want us all to fight to get a pilot's license. Plus, a lot of pilots, they want you to go to university first nowadays. But regardless, I want to be a pilot. Can I borrow £30,000? I need this many hours of flying time at this airfield on these aircraft. If I complete all these various hours, I'll have a pilot's license by the time I'm 21. Then I want to apply to work for airlines. Can I borrow some money, Mr. Banker? No. I don't really know what I want to do with life. I'm 18. Don't really know what I want to do, so I'm going to study business, economics. Oh, here's your check for 60 grand, 70 grand. Ching, ching. Here you go. Enjoy paying it back one day. They have a monopoly on the borrowing power of young people. And I don't believe that if the battlefield was fair and amounts of money were offered for things like pilots licenses, for things like business ideas, startups, I feel like if the borrowing power of young people was not concentrated and monopolized by university, young people could flourish so much better and so much more.
So you'd advise those people who aren't sure about going to university to not go to university?
If you're not sure, don't go.
Yeah.
If you're not sure, don't do it. Don't waste time on frivolous pursuits. Stop trying to live like the man unless you've actually become the man first. And that means women. Stop trying to get laid all the time and get beautiful women. Because if you are a nobody, the time and effort it's going to take into convincing a really beautiful woman to go to bed with you is much less time than it would take me or Mike. Because we are a somebody already. So you're burning your hours. But yeah, people pretend too hard today. And the effort it takes to pretend short term will make you look richer or cooler or more successful than you are. But if you take all the time that you spend pretending and actually invest it into trying to become what you're pretending to be, you'll get there. Yeah. But it will take, again, 3, 4, 5 years, and people don't want to do it.
What advice would you give to people who are just like chronic procrastinators?
The advice is very simple. I have the perfect piece of advice for them. It's have fun staying poor. Have fun staying poor. You're never going to make it. I don't care. Because if you can't look at your Instagram and think, you know what, maybe I should get into shape. If you can't look at my Instagram and think, you know, maybe I should make some money. And you literally, with all the inspiration shoved in your face nowadays, me and you are sitting in this luxury apartment in Dubai overlooking the ocean. Oh no, I don't even know what day is it. What day is it? What day it is?
Sunday?
Well, Sunday afternoon. Like, this is what we do. If you can't watch people like us, if you're watching this podcast and think I need to do something and you're a procrastinator, good. I don't care. Have fun staying broke. Because like you said, I need someone to wash my cars. I need people like you. So not everyone can make it to the top, and there's no help for those people who can't motivate themselves. If you can't pay your bills, you know, it's hard to pay your rent, you're eating the crappiest food, you're driving the crappiest car, all the beautiful women in the world don't look at you, you can't afford any nice clothing, and you're sitting around thinking, oh, well, you know, just a few more hours playing Fortnite, then that's your station in life, and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. And you got to understand, if you want that life that you're dreaming of, you have to make some sacrifices.
Of course.
What would you say are the top 5 things which a man could do to make himself more attractive to women?
I think number one has to be get in shape. It has to be get in shape. I mean, obviously you take getting in shape more seriously than almost anyone I know, but even myself, like I was out of shape at the beginning of this year because I had some problems with my arm that I was fixing. I couldn't train. I just looked at myself in the mirror, even though I wasn't in horrible shape, just thinking, Jesus Christ, this is abysmal. So and I think that the standard the standard you set on yourself is what's attractive. Yes, the great body and the physical shape comes with it, but I feel like women are attracted to that in general. I mean, there are athletes, there are boxers who, they're a bit fat, MMA fighters. A lot of them, look at some of the heavyweights, are not in the best shape in terms of bodybuilding aesthetically, but the fact that they're up every day learning how to fight, working, training in the gym, it does something to your mind as well as your body that women find attractive. So that has to be number one. More attractive to women, learn how to talk, learn how to be funny, learn how to deal with women. Some people just have no idea how to speak to women, how to be around women. Understand that, I don't know how many this is, understand that male psychology and female psychology are very, very different. Some people with no experience with women, they will think that women think like men, which is one of the biggest mistakes that I think people make in general. Young guys are literally, they'll send pictures of their dicks or naked pictures to girls they like. No. You'd like it if she sent you a naked picture. And even if you're flirting and she seems interested in you, maybe she is interested in you, don't send her a picture of your dick. Like that's correlating male and female psychology in a bad way. That's just an example.
What has helped for me is, like you said before, just being able to have a conversation, be interesting, share stories, ask them questions, be funny.
And women love to talk about themselves.
Being funny is underrated as well. You don't have to try too hard, but have a little bit of sense of humor, make them laugh. If you can make them laugh, then
make them do anything.
Yeah, they're yours.
That's right. And if you're bad with women, date more women. Find women who will date you and date them. Like with anything, kickboxing, martial arts, business, physical training, you will get better the more you do it. So if you're 18, 19 and you're shit with women, ask an ugly woman out. Cool, stop trying to aim for the hot ones, because the hot 18-year-old girls will date people like me. They're not interested in you. Find an ugly chick, date her, and maybe you'll fall in love, maybe you won't, but it doesn't matter. As you go through relationships and experiences with women, you'll learn more about women.
I was going to ask as well, so for people who are quite shy, are more introverted, do you have any advice for them when it comes to networking and getting themselves out there?
The same advice I have for procrastinators, because I was shy once. When I was 17, 18, I was shy. It wasn't so much with business networking because I didn't know anybody important, but I was shy to go up and talk to girls and stuff. And without the internet and without dating apps and all the little cheat codes that shy people use and men use now, they're crutches that people lean on, I just understood I'm not going to ever get laid if I don't go up and talk to that girl. So the advice I have for people who are too shy to put themselves out there, too shy to approach women, too shy to, try to, pitch a business deal to somebody important, then good, have fun staying poor and lonely. Because especially when you're young, it's not easy. And it does take some balls, but just go and do it anyway. The worst that people can do is say no. That was something in my mind, actually. People used to tell me that. Go talk to the girl. The worst you can do is say no. And that was it. Sometimes they say no. And that's the way it is.
And the what if will kill you afterwards.
The what if
you'll be thinking,
the what if will absolutely
push you down.
So yeah, and if you never are going to learn those skills and you're never going to take a shot in the dark, then good. Have fun staying poor and have fun staying lonely and have fun with your Pornhub subscription. And also, don't be retarded. Like, some people think I'll say this, and some people are so retarded they'll come up to me with papers and be like, yeah, you said people didn't take the initiative, here's my business proposal. But I'm like, just leave me alone. That's not what I mean. I mean, just if you don't have confidence, fake confidence. Confidence is the one thing you can fake, and people believe you have it. If you I'm shy, go talk to the girl. Okay, if you actually walk up and talk to her, then you're not shy. You've spoken your confidence into existence. So yeah, and a lot of people won't ever do that, and I have no help for them. What could I possibly tell them? It's going to fix them? Nothing. But you're going to be lonely and you're going to be broke if you stay that way.
You have to almost look in the mirror and just tell yourself that you are the man.
Yeah,
And you have to believe you are the person that you want to be.
absolutely.
And just by thinking that, then you feel as though whatever situation you're in,
Come in,
that you're supposed to be in this
The person
situation.
I want to be wakes up at 7 and he trains for 2 hours. The person I want to be wouldn't let that pretty girl walk past him without introducing himself and saying hello. The person I want, so okay, good. So you're going to wake up and lay in bed and then not talk to the pretty girl. Then you'll never be the person you want to be.
Did you spend much time when you were younger, like reading books, or did you feel like most of the things you've learned today have just come from life experience?
I've read thousands of books, but I agree with a lot of people, including my brother, who say that reading books is largely a waste of time. I used to have time to waste. Books are entertainment. People read and they think that reading is going to make them rich or make them successful. I feel like reading is putting your brain on pause. You know, you might be entertained for a while, but I just feel like it's a higher form of Netflix to me. You know, and even success books. I saw a copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad somewhere here in your apartment.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that reading that isn't entertaining. I mean, there's a movie called The Pursuit of Happiness about I don't know if you've seen a Will Smith movie where he gets successful and stuff, but it's still not going to make you rich. You were already who you were before you bought that book. I know that book isn't that old. But if you're young and you're broke and you don't have anything in life, I don't feel like these success-based, what I would call success porn books, these, alter your mindset, alter your life kind of books are going to benefit you massively. I've read loads of books, but I read for entertainment.
I think a lot of people, I know so many people that do this, they'll spend all their time reading or watching. They're just constantly trying to learn.
But never taking action.
There's no action, yeah.
And then again, people think reading makes you smarter. I agree. And then they think smarter makes you richer. And I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
So again, some of the smartest people in the world are flat broke. Working in some university somewhere explaining, physics theories to a bunch of kids who've paid their tuition fees. Some of them, and they're broke. So no, smart doesn't necessarily equal rich. So don't think reading equals smart, smart equals rich. I would avoid books, actually, if I was trying to make something of myself and trying to make money. I would avoid books besides maybe half an hour before going to sleep.
I think you just need to get out in the field and do something.
You do. If you ran I ran a business with my brother that failed before I was 21 years old. That qualified me more to run a successful business than anyone who from age 18 to 23 studied business at university for 5 years and got a master's in business. Me, having run my one failed company, was more qualified to run a successful company after that than they were. Because the person who they learned from at university doesn't run successful companies. It's just a bunch of book learning. It's a bunch of theory that isn't really applicable to real business, in my opinion.
In relationships with someone who they think they love or they admire a lot, but they know deep down that person is holding them back.
Yeah, don't let them hold you back. Don't let them hold you back. I have friends that could hold me back, even today, but I don't let them. I have friends where if I hung around with them every day, I would not be in the position that I am in. I've certainly had women in relationships where if I did whatever she wanted, I would not be where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
Even little things. Sometimes you wake up at 7 a.m., want to be in the gym by 8. She starts, reaching down your pants and stuff. It's just like, sometimes just get up, say no, hit the gym, have your shower, tell her you'll see her tonight and get to work.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, okay, all right, fine. One more round, then it's 8 o'clock, then a little nap, then it's 10, then it's, do you want breakfast? Oh yeah, I love it if you make me breakfast. Then it's 11, nothing productive has happened. Exactly. You have to be the man in your relationship. And if you're the man, you do what needs to be done, not necessarily what you want to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying you have to break up with your girlfriend. I'm saying you have to change the dynamic. She's not the boss of you, even when things are pleasurable and nice. Because believe me, if I could be in the exact same physical condition, the exact same financial condition, and all I had to do was lay around on my couch with beautiful women watching Netflix and getting blowjobs, believe me, I'd do that. But you can't. No. That isn't an option. So, don't let your girlfriend make you feel too comfortable. And just don't fall into the trap of enjoying it too much and enjoying the pleasure too much. Make room in your life for the discomfort. So keep your girlfriend. It's fine, but just don't.
It's happened so many times with me in the past where I spend too much time with them, I end up just becoming like just soft, losing the discipline. And even like, say for example, you know, you have a bit of action in the morning, bust a nut, and you try to go and train legs after that. Like, it's just, I'm not really in the mood to train legs. I'm too chilled out.
Exactly. So you have to make life hard for yourself because no one else is going to do it. No one else. I'm certainly not going to come into your room at 7:30 and kick your door down and say, I don't know what your name is, Steven from Los Angeles. It's time to get your life in order. Let's get up. Let's hit the gym. You're not going to, that's no, I don't care about you. No one cares about you that much. You should care about yourself that much. And in which case you can't let women make you feel too comfortable. Because it's not something to do on purpose to stop us, but I feel like it's a woman's natural instinct to want as much of your energy as possible.
Yeah.
And she's happiest when she gets the most energy from you as possible. A woman wants nothing more than you to be at home with her all day long, talking to her all day long, watching movies with her all day long, and have sex with her 5 times a day. That's a woman's dream. And you know what? By all means, do that once you have $100 million. But don't do it now. Yeah.
I like to have that time because in a way, it's the rare time where I can actually switch off.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for me to just switch off every now and then, but not too much. Because if I switch off for too long, then obviously everything just starts going to shit.
Lose your edge.
Yeah. But I've found from my experience, it's usually going to go better for me if I'm seeing someone who has their own shit going on.
Yeah.
If they don't even have to be making loads of money, but they just have to have some passion for something, have something which they go off and do on a day-to-day basis so that they're not always so demanding of your time.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing which always used to kill me. If I was ever seeing like these influencer girls, their one main job, responsibility was just to take a couple of pictures for Instagram.
Yeah.
And they'd get decent money from that because they had like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers.
Yep.
But then they have the rest of the day just to go and live their life and enjoy. And then they want to do it with you.
Yep.
And I would love to do that, but I can't do that. I've got other shit to do.
Yeah, and I feel women respect you a lot more when you don't give them all the time that they'd want. They respect you a lot more. No, I'm not gonna, no, it's 7 a.m. Get your hand off my dick. I've got to get up and go to work. It's 5 degrees outside. I've got to get to the office. So I am leaving. You know, there's more of that, wow, he's the man, you know? Because very few men are made out of that kind of material. So you do have to, it earns the respect of women too. And if you're busy all the time, but they know you're legitimately busy, legitimately working, legitimately making millions of dollars, you know, there's a level of respect that you know, I'll get from women that you won't by laying in bed with her for an extra 3 hours. But yeah, it's the old saying of, you know, you become the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. That's older than the internet. That saying it predates the internet. But essentially it means the 5 people who influence you the most. And, you know, if you do live alone, or if you don't have many friends, or you don't have a big group of people, what you're watching and what you're listening to influences you massively. So yeah, cut the crap out. Exactly the same with a healthy diet. It influences your health. A healthy mind is exactly the same thing. Scrolling up and down Netflix, watching trash all day is not going to get you anywhere, literally, ever.